But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit.
When we think about the kingdom, most brothers think of like the small, minute terms. No, but the vastness of the kingdom, the greatness of the kingdom, dealing with the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and the information alone that we're going to receive when we get to the kingdom. That's on a whole nother level.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who grew well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. All right, and then what I want to get into today, something that I found interesting, as I was listening to this news update, by Paul, all right, from Off Grid Desert Foreman. And he said something, that stood out, and it just made me think of, Esau, Edom, and their plots and their schemes, because as we know, as they're rolling out, their NWO agenda, they want to get rid of all right, narratives, that contradict, okay, and that are against, their wicked schemes, and the most potent, and purest, all right, message, okay, is the prophets, okay. Of course, they want to stop, any, alternative, okay, any type, of narrative that goes against their agenda. They want to, silence, okay, and get rid of, but ultimately, the main target, all right, the bullseye, okay, of Esau's propaganda, on free speech and, so-called, hate speech and counsel culture. Ultimately, he wants to counsel, okay, the voice of the prophets, the true prophets, okay, whom have not, been compromised, by 501c3 backdoor deals, okay, or anything with the devil, okay. And I just found it interesting, and this is just speculation, hey, we'll see, but we know, all right, that this devil, has a lot of things up his sleeves, to pull out, because, hey, the word, has to be persecuted. This message, has to go through heavy propaganda, all right, for us to be hated by all men, okay, which we know he's capable of doing that, with his media and his enchantments, okay. So I'm just listening, I heard something that was interesting, so, hey, I'm open to feedback, all right. So I'm gonna play this little clip, and then I want to get another clip from something that happened, and then it's the timing of these things, the timing of these things, that always, kind of catch, my attention, catch our attention, because all brothers are reporting, on the news and different things and bringing things out, okay. So let's play this.
So folks, whatever you think is going to happen, I think it's going to happen. I do believe there's going to be widespread election chaos, and there's a good chance that there's going to be bloodshed on American soil once again over this election, over the results of the election, because you're going to have basically half of the United States that is not going to be happy after this vote is counted. You're going to have over 100 million people on one side or the other that's going to be extremely ticked off. They're going to be ticked off, folks. They're not going to accept the election on both sides. Whoever wins, whoever loses.
Now, they know that's yet to be seen, as we have a few hours until polls open, okay? Which, emotions are going to be high, so be circumspect. If you have to be out tomorrow, be circumspect, You know, it's best to, you know, stay out the way while these emotions, you know, are going to be high. Okay. So just, you know, be circumspect, all right, in how you move. Now, you know, I say the civil unrest, you know, before just, you know, the shit hit the fans, you know, I believe it's just going to take more, you know, than a certain candidate, you know, winning. All right. Now, there's a lot, you know, that could happen, you know, it could be wrong, could go down. We don't know. Well, either way, it works in our favor, you know, as we went into, all right, in the previous live. Okay. So this is just, you know, the anticipation, you know, of these times. Okay. And we'll see. All right. So, yeah, let's let this play. But he said something that stood out to me. So I'm going to let it play some more.
So everything, like I said, we have multiple events in play. That Russia and China and North Korea and all of the enemies of the United States could take advantage of the fighting that probably will occur in the coming weeks. We could have provocateurs. We could have the Proud Boys, which are now wearing gold and black with fringes on it like a war flag, on their hats, on their t-shirts.
All right, so he said the Proud Boys are wearing fringes on their flags, their hats, and their t-shirts. All right, and instantly, okay, especially those of us, okay, that's in this community of the truth. Okay, and you instantly think about certain groups, the black and gold, the ISUPK, t-shirt fringes. Okay, well, we don't, you know, speak down on the fringes. Okay, but Jake has commercialized and made it a trend. And it's from these groups who we fully believe to have sold out. All these 501c3 groups are pretty much, you know, with the fringes on everything that come under that umbrella. You know, they pretty much made a doctrine out of the fringes. They made a fashion statement out of the fringes. You know, they commercialized. Okay? But now we're seeing that the Proud Boys, okay, are being linked with fringes, man. Okay? So let's let them say it again.
On their insignia right now, wearing gold, fighting that probably will occur in the coming weeks. We could have provocateurs. We could have the Proud Boys, which are now wearing gold and black with fringes on it like a war flag, on their hats, on their t-shirts, on their insignia right now. Proud Boys are ex-police officers, ex-military, ex-special forces, ex-law enforcement. They are trained, they are locked and loaded for battle.
All right, now when he said that, you know, they're trained, they're locked and loaded for battle, and it made me think of this lesson down by the elder brother, but not the Zach, by the GMS South Carolina. So let's go here. All right, back to let's say the brother Elder Manatazak, Manatazak by video. All right, the brother Elder brother GMS South Carolina 08. You know, subscribe and be edified. But let's play this. You know, when he talk about the black and gold, the fringes, the militant, they're trained, and all I could think about was this. Then you think of the timing of it. You know, which this video was done 2 weeks ago. Okay. And you have all this anticipation of, you know, certain groups, you know, being active. And we know this devil is going to link everything together when he fully, you know, pushes, you know, this propaganda. Okay, he's going to use, because all these Israelite groups that are 501c3, okay, their leadership are agents. Okay, and they got a lot of minions, you know, they're just following orders. Okay, from the agents up top. Okay, but this has to happen. The ministry, you know, has to be blamed. So everyone is playing their role. We just don't condone it. Okay, this ain't the way to go. All right, this is gonna be epic failure. Okay, on behalf of Jake, on behalf of poor leadership, it's gonna be epic failure. So let's play this.
We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men prepared to die.
thinks that we're a cult and that we're crazy and that we're criminals simply because we teach what Jesus Christ taught 2,000 years ago.
In 2024, with access to the internet, if you hate another group because of the color of their skin, you're a fool.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I want 100, let's go! Above your head! I Majid Shabbat! I Majid! This brother has a shirt, this is ISCPK, and that's called Real Nigga University.
How come we're missing out on the push-ups? Don't you want to get drafted?
Yeah, get down and get some push-ups. Hey, somebody, see, I just told a white man what to do. Down!
These are the Black Israelites, and they've been designated as a hate group. They hate a...
And you see the t-shirt, all right, with fringes, which ultimately...
These are the Black Israelites.
Which ultimately you see the two groups at the forefront, IUIC and ISUPK. So you best believe, you know, that these things are scripted, man. Okay? This is all part of the script. You know, and it's all gonna come out, you know, when the devil really pushes, you know, his propaganda, you know, to demonize the truth. You know, and to make, all right, the ministry the #1 enemy of society. Okay, the devil has mastered it through his witchcraft. Okay, so I thought it interesting, you know, when Paul was saying, you know, the Proud Boys, you know, are now, you know, pretty much having t-shirt with fringes on it. Okay, you see, so I, you know, just put pieces together, you know, and we'll see. All right, but this is very interesting. Okay, because ultimately the devil, all right, the #1 enemy to the New World Order is the truth. Okay, it's the gospel, the good news, where this devil loses. Okay, well, everything that he's doing, which when you go into, all right, the ministry, all right, it's constantly speaking about his downfall. It's constantly speaking about what he's going to do and how he's going to fail. Okay, according to the scriptures, man, according to the will of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay, so I'm gonna let a little bit of this play, and then I got a couple precepts. You can close out. I didn't want to make it super long.
And they've been designated as a hate group. They hate a lot of different types of people, but they reserve their highest level of hatred for gay people and white people. They believe that Jewish people are imposters and that they, the Black Israelites, are the true descendants of Israel, and they're...
And see, this is... All right, let's go here. All right, real quick. 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, so Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. You know, and as we study the devil, okay, it's one of the art of wars to know your enemy. All right, and then through the years, you know, watching the devil, you know, you pick up on patterns. Okay, and the devil got, you know, particular formulas that he uses over and over again. He just changes out, you know, the variables. Okay, you know, it was a time when Saddam Hussein, you know, was made to be enemy #1. Okay, Osama bin Laden, it was his turn to be enemy #1. Okay, ISIS, it was their turn to be enemy #1. Okay, now it's Iran, you know, Hezbollah, enemy #1. Russia, enemy #1. And it's gonna work its way. So ultimately, he's going to put the prophets, okay, in that slot to be enemy #1. Okay, through his media and through propaganda. Okay, and we don't, you know, we don't agree with any of those names or those groups or militant, you know, fascists that, you know, I just named. We don't agree with any of that. We're not with any of them, man. Okay, but it's different people, same propaganda. So we're familiar with the devil evil schemes, you know, but we don't condone anything with these other groups, these different leaders, okay, these different militaries, these different nations. We don't condone any of it. We don't agree with any of it, okay. We agree with prophecy, man. All right, and we understand, all right, this devil evil schemes, okay. So I want to go here. It's in GNT, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 13. No, I started 12 in the GNT. It says righteous people are nothing but a nuisance. So let's look for chances to get rid of them. They are against what we do. They accuse us of breaking the law of Moses and violating the traditions of our ancestors. And see, these devils, okay, want to completely silence the prophets forever, man. They want the prophets are the biggest thorn in the side of this NWO, man. Okay, because we calling these devils out directly, man. Okay, the shadow government, the hidden hand. All this is Edomites that's doing this, headed by the chief of the Edomites, Amalek, whom the Lord said He will have war from generation to generation. Okay, it says they claim to know the Most High, and they call themselves the Lord's children. So this is how these elites are thinking real time right now. Okay? The fact that we are waking up to who we are, we making claim to their birthright according to the promises of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Which come from the lineage of the sons of God through Adam. All right? Verse 14, it says, we can't stand the sight of people like that. What they are, it says, what they are contradicts our whole way of thinking. Okay, the biggest threat, the biggest problem to this devil's NWO is this gospel going forth. Because there's this is gospel for Israel beginning with the elect. It's not a gospel for this devil. It's not good news for this devil. Okay, and this is this devil worst. This is the worst song. All right, that he wants to hear. This is the worst noise that he wants to hear is this new song. Okay, and the song of our triumph, man, of a righteous triumph in the earth under Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we know this devil is going to squirm, his way, to demonizing the prophet. Okay, and we just watch certain things, and we just just interesting the timing of all these things and how it's happening, man. So we're just gonna watch these things play out, and then we know eventually the devil gonna go with his move. Okay, so that's the point, Lord will you brothers and you sisters edified. Till next time I say shalom.